Hi everyone, it's Stephanie Thompson, and thanks for coming back to Read Your Library. Today I'm going to be telling you about the next book on the shelf of general fiction that I've been looking at since we started. This one is called Then We Came to the End by Joshua Ferris. We're not friends, I don't know why I called him Josh. He just seems like a Josh. Anyway, this is a really interesting book. I really enjoyed reading it. It's especially recommended for anybody who has ever worked in an office. And I mean a traditional style office, not the kind of Google, Twitter, Facebook, campus, playground, multiplex type place that we hear about in Silicon Valley and other places. A traditional, old school office. Specifically in this case, it takes place more or less in the marketing department of a large company. And it's really a piercing look at what office life is like. So if you've worked in an office, you'll read it, and some of it will be just painful because he really gets into the minutia of the day-to-day life of office workers. What's particularly interesting about this book is that it is written almost entirely in the first person plural, meaning he doesn't say I, he says we. And everything that happens in the office, the whole office staff, the whole group, functions more or less as a unit. We thought, we felt, we looked at, we came, we realized. So at first you think, what's going on? And then as you get into it, you realize that that's really part of the narrative process and how he's really trying to identify a faceless group of workers as a unit, and also making fun of the fact that companies often speak of themselves that way. But as the plot progresses and the story goes on, it really serves to differentiate individuals even better and in a different way than you would have thought if he had started right from the beginning with everybody as an individual character. It's very interesting. It's an interesting device. I really enjoyed reading it. It made me laugh a lot, but there's also a plot that, gets deeper and darker as you go in. It's not just all fun and games. If you've seen the movie Office Space and you liked that, you'd probably love this book. It goes a little deeper and darker than that, but I really recommend it. It's a fun read. It is from the mid-2000s, so this would have been the office life before the explosion of social media. So that's something to keep in mind. It's a little bit dated in that sense, but I think it holds up really well, and I really recommend it. So if you're looking for something fun and to really skewer office life, this is the one to look at. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you next time on Read Your Library.